Hi, everybody.
Yes.
Hello.
Attacked by cat, then attacked by foot fungus.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
That's why the cat's attacking.
Oh, hi.
So,
The joke gets funnier every time.
little
Like
rusty.
The
It's been 2 weeks, but welcome back, everybody, to Retroverse. When we last left off, there was a music competition. Yost went out to patrol for crimes all across Ottima, being even more distant from the group than usual. Visca, meanwhile, went to talk with military officials to see what she could do to recruit soldiers to fight back, also giving away some of the stuff she has, like her family sword she gave back to her family because she's not sure when she'll see them again. Stuff like that. While Yost and Visca were doing those off camera, Vermin, Hertz, and Mr. Cage held a music competition to see who out of the finalists of Mr. Cage's talent could join the small elite music group called the Kilohertz, which would work under Hertz on the battlefield for the war to come. Little did they know there was a laser dragon spy within the contest, disguised as a Ravel, the elven bard. After stealing Verm's recaster and Hertz's pet, Magneto, with the help from the Rocket Clan, of course, the dragon revealed himself and attacked. However, the other contestants proved themselves not only in music, but in combat against such a mighty foe, defeating him with surprising ease. Almost like we might need to do some patchwork on Techno Viking. Before things could calm down, however, the group is greeted by a horrible scene. Up in the night sky, the moon exploded. The group is also comes to the horrible realization that they haven't seen Yost at all. Where is he? Or what blew up the moon? Is Radicule defeated? Did Yost's family perish? Well, we'll find out now, but first, we have to rewind. About an hour ago. Yost, what were you doing while you were fighting crime? Like, where would you have gone?
Yeah, Yost, what were you doing?
Yeah, Yost.
Yost has done nothing.
You're a Power Ranger, not a fucking Jedi. Get out of here.
I'm multi-classed.
Multi-class.
Get on that.
Holy crap, he's a mystic. Anyway.
Well, just take it from Star Wars D20.
Oh god, you're so shitty.
Yeah, comparatively.
Anyway.
Moving on.
So, only an hour. So,
That's plenty of time for what you were going to do.
I was just
Eating
thinking
tacos.
Blowing up the moon.
So after I
And eating tacos.
left the group, Yost kind of flies to the edge of Ottima and summons Remus,
Okay.
Remus being his wolf spirit.
the wolf sword. His real name.
Remus. I liked it.
Okay,
Or as most people call him, Sir Barkslot,
That's Sir Barkslot's real name. Yeah.
which Yost had forgotten until recently.
Alright.
It's his
So-
background.
Your Lord shows up.
You get in and fly to the command center, which is a bit away.
Okay.
The Crystal Lake one?
Yes.
You could
That's the
in
only
and
one
you,
that we know that's active.
you set up the navigation to go to that shrine, and both the sword and you teleport there.
Ooh,
That's convenient.
that is handy.
Just like how you normally could at any time as a Henshin.
And I stop and think, we wasted those stones!
Yeah, we fucking did.
I knew it! Okay.
That Chris should make that like a late game class feature for like Ranger Teleport.
They just get word of recall.
Yeah, like once per long rest or something.
Maybe. So anyway, you're back in the big warehouse area in the base of the tower where the swords are normally at.
I go up to the main chamber.
Okay.
I'm just, just looks around. Omega.
Aye, 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 aye. As this iron golem comes stomping into the room. This 12-foot tall tank of a humanoid figure.
And
What is it,
sounds-
Yost?
Well, I need you to do something for me. I'm going to do something that's probably that will result in me not returning. I need you to deliver a letter. What letter? I wrote it in the teleport.
Meanwhile, you're just like at a Doctor Who wormhole, and you're just like, "Dear Santa Claus, I've been a good boy this year." Anyway.
I was to pull out the
Please don't hold it against me for blowing up the
manual
moon.
of the Power Rangers, which is essentially our holy book. Go up to the last couple pages and put in there. It's like, give this to Visca in about 48 hours. That should give you enough time.
Okay.
Also, sorry for what happened to you, man.
Sorry for what?
Yeah. Just pat him on his side because he's huge.
You pat him on the side of his leg, below the knee.
Wait, how tall is he?
I said 12 foot, but he might as well be taller than that. It doesn't matter.
Okay, because I'm like, Yost is like 7 change.
Not quite that tall, am I?
This is the beef squad.
Big.
It's 6.
Oh, okay.
That's what we should call ourselves, the beef
Beef squad.
The beef sticks.
Nope, you're the Red Enemy Rebels. You ready? You signed it? Patented it? Anyway.
And with that, Yost steps into the teleporter and goes to the moon.
Okay, as you're stepping into the teleporter, you see Omega hand a letter to one of the Modron, and it goes to speak to it in Modron. You're assuming it's given it the same commands you just gave him.
With the book with it!
Oh yeah, of course. It's given the.
Okay.
All, looks like it's gonna have one of the Modron like fly it over or something.
It's a first edition.
Yeah, this place is super old. I forgot that. This is like one of the first, isn't it? Might be the first.
The first is on the moon, where he just teleported. So, you arrive, and you see before you a central core, much like your own, except all the lights seem to be black light.
A core, you say?
And yeah. And
Clean
you
up the
see,
outfit. You see all the blood that's probably accumulated and everything.
you see
Oh shit!
knights walking through this room, and they seem to be going through the walls. They seem to almost be floating maybe like a good, just barely above the floor. And they seem to be stepping on nothing as they're walking, slowly moving, almost like they're underwater, almost like they're ghosts. But they aren't just like any knights. They look old school. Ridiculously old school. Like Dark Souls game level looking, like traditional knights, not Retroverse stuff. No glowing lights on them. No super cool laser swords or guns. Just like full plate knights. Great swords. They seem to be aimlessly all walking in one direction.
Hmm.
You can give me an Arcana check.
Arcana. That's funny. 10.
Yeah, you remember, apparently, this might have something to do with Radicule. Not sure how, but you know higher level dragons, the regions around them get affected by their influence, because they're just such powerful magical beings, that just being within close proximity, when I say close, I mean within a few miles, it changes the entire terrain around them, especially around their layers.
That explains the extra scarf and the glasses.
You swear you can hear a synthesizer playing in the background.
I go since we're at the core,
Mm-hmm.
there should be a computer interface of some sort.
Yes.
Please don't be a head again. Now you put in
You
stuff
coming
like,
after my copyright? What's going on?
look
This
up
one-
quick schematics to
this-
make.
This one is crystal powered. You see just this giant shard of crystal, and it is glowing purple in the middle. Very faintly glowing.
Oh,
Like the movie Dark Crystal. You know, like one of those crystals. I know that one wasn't purple, but like essentially that big of a crystal.
but was it dark? So I'm just like, okay, it's been a while. And I see like,
knew you would be here.
asthma
You hear
claws.
behind you. As you turn around,
That's what claws.
as you turn around, you see behind you a Henshin, and his uniform is in all black, and you see going through his helmet, red glowing eyes. You recognize him as none other than Darth Laser.
So, you're back.
You see, coming out of the shadows from behind him, 4 figures. One looks like a cosmonaut, but it has Viking horns on the helmet, and a battle axe, and like fur shoulder guards. There's another one that looks like a US astronaut, but he's got a greatsword. And then you see the third one being, I need to look up his description. Ah, that's right. It looks like a mix between Chinese astronaut space outfit and like samurai shoulder guard with a katana. And then the fourth one you see, Zom, describe yourself.
So you see a woman who's about 5 feet tall. She's got dark black curly hair that you can kind of see poking out around a hood, and then she's got mint green eyes, and she's dressed in a cloak that's like a glittery fabric that kind of changes different colors when she moves around. And then white leggings with a laser blue tunic, and then heeled boots of dark velvet.
Okay. Now, you know that no one else in this room knows that you are not who you have yourself looking to be. You are actually in disguise and you're trying to find your way off. This human Power Ranger looking dude in front of you looks like your ticket out. But apparently he's an enemy of the general of this ship, Darth Lasers, which you know is ridiculously powerful. You've seen him kill people just by looking at them. Quite literally.
Great.
So, you want to do this again? I've already killed you once, and I was just a boy then, barely out of training.
I feel like this would be a great place for a flashback within a flashback to tell us how you fucking killed him the first time. Damn it. I really want to know these things.
Only we do not do like 4 to the 16th power flashbacks in here. Whatever line that was from Deadpool, I think. Flashback.
It's Inception, right? It's just like it's like a matryoshka of flashback scenes.
Matryoshka?
Yeah, you know, the Russian nesting dolls.
You might have butchered the pronunciation.
I probably
So
did.
badly.
That's probably the problem. I don't speak Russian, so
I do.
okay. Well, help,
Matryoshka.
Matryoshka.
Yeah.
Cool. Literally every person I've ever met says it wrong.
Well, hey, I mean, now I know.
I took a semester of Russian and don't know shit except for Privyat.
I know a
And
bunch of
cocked it
curse
off.
words.
And now back to Retroverse.
Sorry. Here's your Russian lesson of the day.
3 galactic warriors go to step forward, getting ready to draw their weapons. What do you do, Del?
I mean-
towards the new guy, not you, of course.
Yeah, I figured. She'll draw her weapon as well and step forward with them, but she's kind of making eyes at Yost, like.
You can both.
He's
Yost,
an idiot. This is
Like,
not
do you
gonna
have
help.
a disadvantage on an insight considering they're both wearing masks?
Yost, give me an insight check.
Hmm?
Give me an
It's like a
insight
negative
check.
1 wisdom. This is not gonna work.
I know it's not, but it's worth a try.
Fantastic.
So what am I doing? Everyone was laughing, so I didn't hear your
Insight.
inside. Must increase font size.
That's how small his modifier is for it.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
you do not mess around.
14.
There's definitely something up with the 4th warrior, not just because she's not wearing an astronaut outfit.
Part of my brain's going, oh, they have Hertz too.
You're thinking
I am one of a kind, sir.
this person might not be what they seem.
Just pull out my axe. I'm like, all right. Which one of you bitches are first?
Roll initiative.
$15 and dramatic entrance.
That's terrible. Mine's a 10.
Nice. A 10, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, let me... The samurai. The galactic samurai steps up first, then. Maybe. Let's see what he got. Probably not. Yay, stats. Yeah, he definitely does not go first. So... Since you are right now technically still an enemy in Yost's eyes, I need to have you do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
As yes, Yost gives a very dramatic pose.
Okay.
No air, but the scarf is fluttering.
This is gonna be
Art
a
of slow
5.
determination.
Okay.
The suit comes with its own billowing effect.
Does it also come with its own like backlighting and pyrotechnics
Yes.
Of course.
and
Well, I'm
pigeon
at a
cannons?
command center, so it does it for me. It's one of the things command centers have built in. Make sure a ranger is
Looks
dramatic.
cool.
Yost,
And that explosion is just extra energy coming off. Everybody knows that.
Yost, Darth Laser has a sword hilt fly to his hand from his belt, and it turns on, and you hear a cackling red energy of red laser. Give me a wisdom saving throw, as he also uses a dramatic entrance.
Is it both of us or just
No, he's trying to stun Yost, who's also trying to stun you
Okay.
guys.
Yost is impressed.
Okay, so
Very.
you guys cancel each other out, essentially. I'm trying to remember the exact mechanics, but pretty much you wouldn't have been able to do anything on your first turn because you failed the wisdom saving throw. You did the Power Rangers thing where they like do their transformation, they do the cool pose and explosion in the background. It's that kind of thing. But alright, so now we go back around full circle, and it's still Yost going first. So there's just one round of intense stare down.
I mean, that actually makes sense, yeah.
I mean, it's like the final battle kind of situation, you know? Or the mid-season battle. So it has to be dramatic.
So with the
This
axe,
is the
I
episode where they just all stare at each other.
rush forward as I scream, Remus! And I swing at the guy who stepped forward, which you said was the first one was the samurai.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to use different dice. These things are rolling shit. 19.
That definitely hits.
And then even higher.
Okay.
Dicey, 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 dicey. And dicey, 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 dicey. Math, I can do. $27 total damage.
27. All right. You put some good blows into him. This definitely isn't just like, it's not a real life astronaut outfit. So this is actually counts as armor, not just armor, but full plate armor. You hit through it, of course, but you're like, oh, okay. These guys, I couldn't expect anything less from right-hand men of Darth Laser, I guess. So you hit him up pretty good. Dell, your turn.
So, what do we've got? I want to aim. I want to take my gun, and it looks like I'm aiming at Yost at first, and then I just want to swing it to the side at the person next to me, one of the underling dudes,
Okay.
and shoot him in the head.
You fucking just execute. It's awesome.
So,
I'll give you advantage because they do not see this coming.
okay, sweet. And am I gonna get sneak attack? Because they're kind of.
Oh yeah. This is the point of a sneak attack, is doing something like this.
Nat 20.
Okay. Nice. So
They did not see
you
it
get to see
coming.
you get some cool stuff here. So Retroverse has its own rules for criticals and crit fails.
Okay, sweet.
So for critical, you automatically do max damage. So your sneak attack is going to be maxed, which is really effing awesome. Not only that, but you need to roll me an additional d20, just flat d20, and tell me what you get.
Okay. 13.
Okay, it was 11 or above, so you still get to roll damage on top of max damage.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, that much damage.
That's insane. Okay. So the initial max damage for the sneak attack is 33, and then I roll all the dice
Yep,
also?
yep.
Okay.
Retroverse is big numbers.
That's bananas.
The bad guys are also like super powerful.
Yeah, everyone's glass cannon in Retroverse.
Yeah. The goal is to help negate that thing where you're like, cool, I got a crit, and then you roll all ones.
Yeah. So that'll be 40 damage total.
No. You add your sneak attack damage as well. You can re-roll your sneak attack damage as well.
Oh. Yeah,
So
I did.
33. So she just rolled crap for the
So
sneak
it's
attack.
33 was my max damage, and then I rolled all of the dice for the attack plus the sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
So that was an additional 14 on the dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you shoot.
Yeah,
this
that would be
guy
about
in the
average
face,
damage.
and the helmet shatters. And he actually falls over prone as you shot out one of his eyes. I did a con save because you did enough damage, and he failed it. So, do you do anything else in your turn? That was your action. You haven't moved yet. No bonus actions yet, right?
That's true. I haven't done any bonus action. I think I want to move and stand next to Yost and just look at him and say, I will help you with this. And then we go. Yes?
Sure.
Okay, cool. We're all on the same side now.
You feel an intimidating aura from Darth Laser as he stares at you.
Do I need to roll a save for that, or am I just...
Oh, no, it's not his turn yet.
Oh, okay.
Curse your inevitable betrayal.
She just waves at him.
So that's your turn. You go up and you're right next to him. Okay. So after you do that, Darth Laser puts his hand out, and you need to give me a strength saving throw.
19.
Okay, you resist. You feel something like start to crunch your neck, but you resist the magic that was being used on you.
Thank you, Daddy.
Oh, what's this? Oh, wow. Blue lightning out of nowhere. How many hit dice do you have? It does that much damage. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. 0 days. Alright, so, Yost.
I wasn't the first one, so.
You were in spirit. The, one's down on the ground, and he's just, you know, I think he would just say, "Ah, fuck!" And there's just like blood everywhere. Like he has his hand up through the helmet, which is shattered, and you see there's like a human on the inside, but you can barely see anything else because blood's just because his eye's gone, and that's major vessels right there, so there's just blood everywhere. And the other two go to attack Yost. Let's see what they got. First one, maybe 18?
Nope.
22.
Yes.
Okay, with the 22, the Viking pulls out the battle axe, and you see it burning with a branding smite. Oh wow, he didn't do good. So you take a whopping 7 slashing damage from the great axe, and then you'll also take 11 fire.
Yes, and Spirit going to have that also.
So it's definitely more the smite than the axe itself. And that's their turn. Back to you, Yost.
All right.
Also, this Viking has nothing to do with tech now.
Oh, good. Because I'm like, fuck, Yost is super dead.
Because if it did, it would be like, it grapples Yost. The end.
Since he actually hurt me, I will hurt him by doing my draconic attack on everybody. That's not.
Oh shit, you actually used it when we're not there.
Okay, what's the save for that? Con save, right?
Yes.
What's the DC? You use your con modifier for that.
Yeah, I've used it so little, I never wrote it down.
8 plus proficiency plus con, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
14.
Ooh, bless you.
14. All right. Is your new ally within the flash range?
Now I make sure she's just right behind me.
Okay. He rips off the nip slips and flashes everybody. No, I'm kidding. He's got like, you know, the Jurassic Park dinosaur that had like the fins that came out from the side of it, but they like flash, like with a flash of light.
Basically, the helmet just pulls back, and you see a Dragonborn, and it's just.
Which doesn't make sense because the helmet itself looks like a human's. So literally, like the face comes out. Like.
It's probably a little disconcerting for you because you're not actually this person, so you have no idea who this motherfucker is.
He has the exact same color scales as the prisoners you saw on board.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah,
con saves fail. Fail. Ooh, that one passed. And then Darth Laser just chooses to succeed.
Nah, fucking dick.
Is that Yost's turn?
hand.
Yeah, so. 9 damage, and everyone who failed is blinded.
Okay.
It's psychic damage, right?
Yep.
All right. That's your turn?
Yep.
All right. Del.
All right, she's gonna aim her big pretty gun at the Darth friendo. I don't like him.
Okay.
Dog doesn't like him either.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
24 to hit.
He parries it. You shoot
How do you
right at
parry
his
him?
eyes. The shot should have went right there. You're not even 10 feet away. And he moves faster than you thought possible as the light of his sword deflects it and it hits a random wall.
Oh, rude.
Do you do anything else in your turn?
No, I think that's pretty much all I can do.
That's your barks a lot, yelling at him for you.
Okay. If I heard correctly, Yost, you said you summoned your Zord?
Yep.
Okay. At this point, your Zord appears. So, suddenly,
Yeah.
we'll just say this room's really big for the sake of convenience. A elephant-size mecha wolf appears.
I forgot he was that big now.
He seems to fade in as moonlight makes no sense at all because you're on the moon. Moonlight shines in from above and seems to fade into existence. And you hear like a wolf howl.
Where did it come from? The bottom?
It's
I'm
dramatic
just
entrance.
imagining like that funny thing in anime where everybody stops is like, that shouldn't make sense, and then continues the fight.
Yeah.
It shows up on their turn. So now they see there's a new threat.
Big old doggo.
Is there any way that Dell can determine that this thing's on our side, or just think a giant
It's-
robot dog is attacking?
It does
You
have
don't
the
need to.
feat that Yost suit has.
You don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't need to roll insight. He has like a moon wolf theme to his Power Ranger set outfit,
Okay.
and it's the same color scheme. So you assume.
Hey, Darth, you forgot something. I'm strongest on the moon, bitch.
Hey, on that note, it's his turn.
I like.
Watch.
He says, "We shall see."
Killed
He
you once
fades
before.
into the shadows as you hear a draconic growl. You swear you can see the silhouette of a laser dragon in the shadow as he fades into it. So that's what he does. The other three, though, the one that was down gets up, and he's still covering his eye. And he doesn't like Dell, so he's going to go after her. At disadvantage, because he doesn't have depth perception anymore. And he's one-handed. So I'm assuming an 14. Does that hit?
It does, yes.
Oh. Okay, well, he's doing a quick swipe. He wasn't even using a spell. So this is the Greatsword, the Galactic Knight. Kudos to him for using it one-handed and somehow rolling max damage. I apologize. As you take
Uncanny dodge.
16 Oh.
Hey!
Okay, you would have took 16 damage.
Okay, so that's 8.
Yes.
Can we call it the Matrix dodge? That's-
She just matrix dodges most of the way out the way.
It just like pricks you. It's like, "Boing."
And then the other two go after Yost. Ignoring the sword completely. I'm pretty sure a 22 hits.
Damn it, yes.
Wow, they just really want to kill you. And that was even higher.
Of
So-
course they want to kill him. He rode up into their fucking living room and started killing people.
Let's see.
Started smack talking the boss.
First of all, I came in and to use the computer. They attacked first.
After you smack talked the boss.
You take 5 slashing damage as his great axe just does not want to do damage to you. I rolled another 1 on damage for it, and you need to give me a wisdom saving throw.
God damn it. Can we like do a save that I'm good at?
No.
Hmm.
Why?
That's like me not doing a con save. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
14. It's a good effort.
You feel your vision get blurry and black out for just a moment, and it comes back. Almost like you would have been blinded by that smite.
Aren't you guys blind too?
That was that one, and then the second one. Nah, this one used the other kind of smite they have. They have a lot of smites. All right,
There are a lot of smite spells.
6 slashing from his katana, and give me a con save. You should be good at that one, right? Hopefully, please.
Better at it.
Okay.
Oh, yes. 18.
Okay. You pass, so you only take 6 thunder damage. As there's a loud thunder boom as the sword hits you. That's their turn. Back to you, Yost.
Fine.
That's what happens when you eat in game, man. It always happens. But you can go and your Zord also.
So I go over to the traitorous person who is my ally. I'm just like, don't resist. And I basically jump up into the Zord with her.
You don't resist. You don't resist, rapper.
Okay, so he's grabbing you. Do you let it happen?
For now, yes.
Don't resist.
That's the most.
So creepy at all.
No. Go limp would have been creepier.
You're not wrong.
Or you could just say, trust me.
I think top,
Just me probably would have been
This
a
is
better
this
move.
is why he has the -1 wisdom.
I mean, top tier creep would have been like, hey, what does this cloth smell like? But all right. So for the sake of mechanics, I'll say he go over and went to grab you, and this mecha wolf just like its head goes down and just like eats both of you, and all of a sudden you're very crammed inside a cockpit. Yost is fine. His seat's fine, but you barely fit in here.
And I fired the moon cannon point blank at the 3 guys in front of me. The fully powered on the moon cannon.
Okay, roll the hit.
Last the entire beach when we were dicking around with this stuff.
Can I miss?
Anyway,
Yes.
I think it's more of them dodging out of the way at that point.
Yeah, we never actually used it against a person.
We haven't.
Actually,
We dicked around it with on the beach, and that was it.
we do have stats
Doesn't
for your Tetrazords.
Yeah, somewhere.
Terrazords, my bad. Not Tetris, Jesus. Alright.
oh, Tetrasaurs would be fun.
They're always the L shape, they're never the straight line.
You know that I'm not straight. Get out of
The
here.
line piece sword is the legendary weapon.
Straight piece.
So Yost, do you have a arsenal of weaponry you could possibly have on your Lunar Wolf? I know you're going with the moon cannon, so that is actually on here, specifically for you. It is +8 to hit.
Thank you.
You can only do one target. So that one target's really going to be screwed.
Really, it's a big cannon.
You go for the guy with like one eye? You want to go with the katana guy? Do you want to go with the battle axe guy who barely can hurt you, apparently? Or do you want to go for that other thing in the room that I mentioned in Zoom chat?
Interesting in Zoom chat?
That I sent privately.
Oh yeah,
At the
it's
beginning
probably
of the
like
session.
8 years ago because I've been
Give me a
blowing
few
up the chat. Sorry.
Hold on.
So everybody, how's the weather? You know?
Rating and gross.
Wow, same.
Pretty much the
Also, the
same
moon
here.
globe.
Tomato. Tides, we don't need those.
But like, how are we gonna do beach episode part 2?
Well, you can. There just won't be a moon there. You don't got to worry about any little kids turning into giant monkeys or anything. You know, it'll be fine.
But that's the best part of a beach episode.
Or someone turning into a wolf man.
We already have one of those.
That is true. Well, she's not really a wolf man, though.
She was.
Oh, yeah, she was. Yes, that happened.
Oh, yeah.
That one time
Yeah,
you were a
but
dude.
well.
Turn to double check on something.
Okay, while you're debating on firing, Del, what are you doing in this spot? Your movement is essentially 0 when you're in here, but you can still take actions and stuff. You're in a cramped cockpit of like, if you.
What actions can I take in here? I'm just like
I
looking
hit-
at him like,
I hit the button to open up the cargo bay.
I just like fall into it.
You see a cow. Oh.
Why are you going
What is the plan?
There's a plan?
She's yelling to him in the cockpit, like,
there? If there was a plan, he would have brought help.
Meanwhile, he has his like phone, and it's just like new text from God, and he's like, okay, let me.
Just verifying a few things that Yost would know that
Alpha Z is informing you of stuff.
The Galactic Warriors are just they're like it's like the barrel's like bigger than them, just like dawning on them.
so I will shoot and eliminate Cyclops. Put
Okay.
him out of his misery. Plus 18.
Hey, that just hits actually.
And how much damage? is
Oh
this?
right.
Because it's buried in my.
Here, let me send it for everybody so you can all see how crazy OP these things are.
It deals. Oh, the moonbeam cannon? Jesus. 8d10 damage.
Yep. There you go.
I think he's dead.
There you go. Even our guests can look at this crazy, over-the-top artifact Retroverse item.
He pulled out his fucking dice calculator because he doesn't want to roll 8d10.
That is true. I do not want to roll 8d10
Even,
because I have 1d10 here. 54.
You have like 20
54.
right next to you.
Aesthetics, they match.
okay,
They do not. They're purple.
your moonbeam tears away his armor, and he's left as a humanoid black husk, smoking. Dead.
And then I
Awesome.
move the sword forward. Like, do you know where the prison cells are?
Del, you do.
yes, go
Guide
this
me.
way. And I'll tell him where to go, because
Conveniently, but also kind of foreboding, all the hallways in here are big enough for a Zord to travel through.
Remember?
this
I've
this
been here
works out
before.
very well.
Have they changed the architect since last time?
Yes.
It's only been like 5 years. I mean, it has been like 5 years.
As
It
you-
was severely
Has it
damaged.
been 5 years?
I don't remember.
Last year.
As you're traveling through here, the terrain doesn't really make sense for what this place is. It's a moon base, but everything in here looks like a medieval dungeon with cobblestone walls and stuff.
So,
Even the
yeah.
sliding doors look like just stone doors. You also see, as you're running through this hallway, heavy dark purple clouds. Just seem to be like a little bit of fog that's on the ground. And instead of lightning bolts coming out, they're just like little lasers.
Huh. They redecorated.
You have a feeling this
Very
has something to
retro.
do with Radicule's regional effects. Like maybe just him being here is causing all this cosmetic stuff that doesn't actually hurt you.
So it has been, with the current dates, 8 years since I've been here.
But yeah, this place is not recognizable at all for you. But Adele has been here for she doesn't even know how long. So, but she knew where to go. So you guys run through. I'm not even gonna roll the combat here. You guys run into the stormtrooper clone equivalent, and you just wipe him out with your sword with the moonbeam and all that. And you eventually get into the prison hole, and that's where you find your family. Alive. Doing actually surprisingly well.
Hey guys.
AKA, they don't look sickly. They're still in like prisoner rags, but not near death or anything. And your brother's like, yeah, Yost? As you see a tiny little Xenon Dragonborn, maybe half the size of your parents. He's grown. He's grown like a foot since the last time you saw him. But then again, you guys do
Dragonborn
grow
grow quickly too,
Yeah.
I think.
Farkas?
You were like short stack last time I saw you.
Flashback to Hertz going on the race. Last time she saw him, he was just a little toddler in the trunk as we're doing a Speed Racer parody. That's great. But yeah, he screams your name as he goes up to the rails.
All right, stand back. Claw, claw.
He doesn't even use his
like
fucking
laser blast the wall and you're like, nah.
You go to claw and you already like bend some of the bars.
All right. It's going to be cramped in the cargo hold. It's not really designed for people.
And a cow.
Where did you come from?
It's blue. It has Shrek antenna.
Okay.
You think this is one of those things from a place where spells are jammed? It's kind of like a space cow or something, you know.
I think your dog is sick.
All right. Everybody, in.
Okay. Oh, shoot. There were a bunch of other prisoners. I sent Zom some other prisoners, but they get in too, as I try to figure out who they are.
Really? There's a lot of you guys.
It's not too many more. I think it's like maybe 3 other people.
It's like, what episode was in Voltron where everyone was jam-packed
Yeah.
in like one?
That's
That would be the
With the
first
cow.
that's essentially what it was.
So it's just your parents and your brother.
Oh,
Sister.
Del, you do recall that there is another prisoner further in like max security.
Yeah.
Do you relay that information, or are you just like, let's just go? Never.
There is one more prisoner in further cell. Do we want to pick him up as well?
We're here. This is a one shot and go. Once you guys leave, there's no coming back.
I
The little
get that from you,
3-point
yes.
turn.
You actually have to do that. Like the hole is big enough for your sword, but not enough to turn around. So you gotta like back up. So
Okay, so we go to max security.
I thought you were talking about warp.
all right, you go to max security. It takes a few attacks of whatever you want to use, your moonbeam, whatever. But you eventually break through max security, and you see tied up in the room is an older gentleman who has a mullet. Somehow, even though he's a prisoner, he has a black headband on, and the wind seems to constantly be blowing it, even though there's no wind here. And he has an eye patch. He's like, "Ugh, who is this?"
I'm a little
Looks like the cavalry arrived.
He's got a 2040 going on here. You know, I don't know if I should.
And he's got like this 5 o'clock shadow, and he's got like chin for days.
Oh.
Claw.
Okay, you like claw
I
and
love
like
that
releases
Yost
the
is
harness.
so careful, and Visca would just like blow fucking holes in every wall
I
in
just
this
saw
place.
A video the other day of people, forklift certified drivers, lighting lighters and stuff on top of each other and doing these little tricks.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that's some skill. So that's basically.
You do have vehicle proficiency.
You undo the binds with a little claw, and he gets up and he stretches like, so what's the plan? And you notice one of his arms is artificial.
Get in. I got a plan.
Climb in.
Okay.
Get in, loser. We're blowing up the moon.
That works for me.
That should be the name of the episode.
Get in, we're blowing up the moon.
The name's Serpent, by the way. It's my code name. Solid Serpent.
Of course it is.
This all makes sense now.
And he army crawls in. for no reason.
Dragging a box behind him.
Meanwhile, in the cargo hold, he throws up a pack of cigarettes and starts smoking. That's an actual thing in the games. Anyway, so you got him. I like to think your little brother went to go grab a cig when he offered it, and your mom just slapped his hand. Because he's like a teenage Dragonborn now. Anyway.
Oh, he's a rebellious teen.
So you got everybody in your sword.
All right. Whatever your name is, who's helping?
Oh,
Dell. Are you actually a ranger? Do you have a coin or other recaster device?
no.
Both in and out of character. Very, very ghosty.
Okay. In that case, this is going to be a little bit more complex. Prisoners. Hey, Dad, come forward, please. Try to get around everybody.
Your dad does the he just like he can just barely get his foot in. He's like, oh nope, no, this won't work. And then he gets like his tail, and he's like, nope, that won't work either. And you're pretty sure he can't fit here.
Okay, somebody said move back. Somebody. Screw it. Okay, Dell.
While you guys are fussing for a few minutes, you hear something fly through the hallway, like jets, when a metallic laser dragon Zord appears.
Get out of there!
Okay.
You cannot escape your fate. You hear through that Zord.
I know. I'm already dead. I see if I can use my energy to create a temporary coin for the Lunar Wolf.
Give me
Because I kind of merged with part of it.
Give me a charisma check. I'm sorry. It's just a very charisma thing. An innate magic.
22 max.
Holy fuck!
Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I want
Okay.
natural 20 for the night.
That would make sense.
Since that was so good, it resonates with Dell so well that Dell, what is your favorite animal?
Hummingbird.
Okay. What's your favorite color?
Green.
What is your quest?
Blue. No. Yellow. Anyway, a green token of a hummingbird appears.
Ooh.
Like, what are what I was going for?
Then you get a 1-up.
You immediately notice Dell was like, whoa. Almost like get connected with your insta. Okay, you did
All right.
good.
This is going to be stupid and dangerous. I'm trusting you with the lives of everyone on this sword. Hand her the coin. Remus. She's taken over. And I basically jump out and start running down the hall.
Okay. During this whole scene, Darth Laser is charging up the breath attack on his sword. As you see the neck, almost like it's like lights charging up as it just like goes to fill up. And it's like, and eventually the face is,
Remus, flee!
face is glowing, and he goes to fire at you. So give me a dex save, Yost, as you're running.
Oh. 23.
23. So you take only...
Only 90 some damage.
No, actually, that wasn't bad at all. You take 7.
Shit.
He rolled really
Yeah,
low.
scot-free.
Just kind of jump out of the way. It's like,
Just like burns your ass a little bit. Just do the thing where you just jump out of it and just the edge of the fireball torches your butt.
I like to think you just like slid right between the legs of the dragon as it was shooting its beam, so it just barely could miss you. And you keep going. Meanwhile, so that Google Doc I just put into Zoom chat,
Fucking pull that shit up.
That's this thing you have now.
Oh,
It's a
my.
magical device. It's a vehicle with a bunch of cool crap on it.
There's a lot of stuff happening here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I
The
would
lunar wolf
recommend.
turns into a green hummingbird.
Woo!
And you are now suddenly in the pilot seat. Not sure how the heck that happened.
Okay. Just like, it's fine.
You like improv? Because we got a lot of it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wrote this story out like 3 weeks ago.
No,
It's word for word. I mean, no.
No. Not knowing what to do, the hummingbird seems to know what to do, and its wings open up to 2 railguns. Do you fire?
All right. Let me shoot at the dragon, I guess.
Okay, you get 2 shots, plus 8 to hit.
Okay.
Since it's a vehicle, it has its own modifiers. You don't add your ability modifiers.
Okay. So the first one is a 13, and the second one is 16.
Okay, both miss, but you put huge holes into the walls.
Sweet.
As the
That's
dragon, surprisingly agile, dodges out of the way.
I've meant to do that.
Meanwhile, Yost, you are running.
I'm sorry. The dog just fucking burped and gagged at the same time on his fucking hoof.
Do you do anything on your way back? You pretty much burned a moonbeam hole on your way here, so there's no real enemies. It's just like a straight run.
Yeah, but I'm not running Prometheus style. I'm running a bit
He's
on a
running
diagonal.
zigzag.
Yeah, just in case, because, you know.
And could turn around and decide to fucking torch you.
Yeah, I mean, zigzag people. Zigzag. Hold on, my dad's calling. So, to the other people.
Yeah, so what's the hummingbird doing?
Okay, I guess back to hummingbird.
I think,
Yeah.
Can she cloak and try to take off?
Yes, she can. I do have cloaking ability on here.
Okay.
So you use your action to turn. You're like, hey, look, here's a cloaking switch, and you turn it on, and your Zord becomes invisible and silent, as if under the invisible and silent spells.
This is more my speed.
All right, so you're quiet and invisible. You still have
Okay.
your move, which
Yeah.
the hummingbird and
like to start-
you can move heckin' fast.
Yeah, I guess she just wants to try and head out and away from all of this, whatever's happening.
Do you try
Because
to?
she's got people in this hold, so like wherever we're trying to get out to.
Okay, so you go to do that.
Okay.
You bump into him, even though you're invisible and silent, because there's just not enough room for 2 Zords to go through this hallway. And he blindly fires at your direction with another laser attack. This one a little different, not as strong, and he misses because it was a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And go to Yost, and he's just got like a phone, and he's just like, "Oh, hey, Dad, no, you're into Zord. Yeah, no, it's all right." And then it goes back to Darth Blazer, who, in his Zord, flies up to you and catches up to you, and his Zord goes to bite you.
Rude.
So your Zord's armor class is 20 and has 250 hit points.
Okay.
And he does not get through the armor with the bite. So it's back to you.
Do I roll the d6 to see if I stay invisible?
Yes.
Okay. There's a 3. So,
Okay, you suddenly become visible then.
oh, terrible. Okay.
You still have all your actions and stuff. You just can't,
Yeah.
You just can't use this again unless you get a 6 on the d6 at the beginning of the round.
Yeah.
You can use any of those. Your imagination
There's
is literally
so many
the limit.
options.
Yeah, right.
She turned invisible and tried to run and ran into the dragon, and it shot at her a little bit.
You want to try the star flash?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Opens up the wings, and the inside of the hummingbird wings, they just like flutter rapidly and just flash. And if those might cause epilepsy, as they're just like flashing lights, just beaming right at him. And he does not make the check, as he is blinded
Yay!
by your flashing lights. It goes to his turn, and he is. You just hear from like the speakers coming through the Zord like a no, you know, and he swings the claws at you blindly. Okay, that one missed for sure. Ooh, that one. No, that one misses as well. All right. So you guys, you're fending him off. What do you do now? He's blinded. You are visible right now, but he's blinded. So essentially, you're invisible in a way.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try the liquid nitrogen spray.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's a 60-foot cone, and they have to make a DC of 15 Constitution save.
Okay, you got a nat 20, of course.
Oh, bullocks!
Is it safe
Even
for
if
half?
they're blind.
Unfortunately, con saves and blindness don't combine. Well, never mind.
Okay. 88. Jeez.
You can just take the average I got in there if you want.
Okay. Yeah. So it'll be half of 36
Okay.
for cold damage.
Okay. So 18. And his the wings seem to like freeze for a little bit, and then he breaks out of it, since it didn't actually freeze him fully. All right. At that point, as you guys are doing the tussle and all that, Yost, you've made it back to that room after spending a dash action for about 3 rounds now.
Okay. So I go to the core destination. Oh. And I put my hand up on it. I'm like, all right. No one's done this in forever. Alpha Z. I willingly sacrifice myself to initiate final protocols.
You feel a warmth come to your hand. Do you accept it?
Yes.
You feel the warmth intensify, and your whole body seems to heat up and seems to overheat as you see the crystal itself also starting to glow really bright. And the last moments of consciousness you have is a flash of white light. I'm sorry, Del, but you need to give me a dex saving throw.
With my dex?
Yes. I'll give you your dex, because I'm going to be very lenient on this one.
Yost is blowing himself up.
Jesse just came back. Oh, fuck me.
Hey, Jesse. You missed nothing. You missed nothing. Don't worry about it.
Nothing's happening.
We're back where we started, so let's go. I'm mad.
It'll be a 24.
Sure it was just...
24. Okay. You attempt to dodge, but you are like one with the controls, and the bird actually seems to teleport and vanish as your dex save.
Ooh.
As you teleport away. You're not sure where. Meanwhile, Yost, since you got the calculator up, can you roll me 10d10?
1 million. Wait.
It might be, actually. I'm not joking.
Oh,
No.
can only go to.
Yeah.
You'll see. You'll see.
Oh no.
Sorry. 63.
63 plus 200 is 263 mega radiant damage. Now, we are going with dark matter here. You detonated the equivalent of an arcane warhead. And mega damage is the same as normal damage, but times 100. So 263 radiant damage?
2,630. Wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Times 100, right? Yeah.
I'm gonna kill that asshole.
263 times 100 is how much radiant damage you just did. As you don't even, like I said, you weren't even conscious for it. You just like within nanoseconds you were dead. You were vaporized. And the moon explodes. And Dell, suddenly you're in the middle.
No, that's 26,000.
Oh, 26,000.
We're failing math tonight.
Oh, yeah, how about that?
Yeah,
It's a lot of damage.
But remember, it's radiant, so laser dragons take half damage.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
13,000.
Believe it or not, there was a chance Radicule could have survived that.
Scott's face. He's like, I'm kidding, and you're laughing, and then now you're not.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. If you would have rolled super low, you could have somehow survived that. Anyway. So, back in Antima. Visca walks in, and she's a cardboard cutout, and she says, wait, where's Yost? And all of a sudden, she goes three-dimensional, and she's back to her normal self.
I've been trying to call him for like forever, and he hasn't answered. And he said he was gonna come and play video games later, but
And that's when
he
the
come
moon.
over here.
That's when the moon explodes behind you.
Oh my fucking god! I am going to kill him. That dickhead. He went up there without us.
There's a chance he didn't.
Are you kidding me? Who else is gonna go fucking
I'm
blow
gonna
up the moon?
I'm
Suddenly-
gonna sit down.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna start casting locate object because I don't have any other way to find his ass. I know it won't work, but she doesn't know that.
What object are you trying to locate?
His the Zord coin.
I absorbed that.
Will it still work?
It does not work, unfortunately.
Then I don't know, your fucking helmet or something.
Got a new guitar.
Oh,
Nice.
something that you would carry with you all the time.
His morpher.
I absorbed that.
His weapon. The badass battle axe. Because the guitar he would probably leave at home.
The stapler. I'm never without it.
No, you got it on the weapon.
At first, it seems like the spell fails, but right before it completely fails, it flickers back, and you sense within like 200 feet in front of you, suddenly the stapler just seems to appear on the locate object as Dell suddenly teleports 200 feet in front of you guys. As a green Zord hummingbird appears.
So shit is that?
And does like the Terminator, where there's just like a clear like sphere, where there's just nothing there anymore.
Yeah, this is pulling out all fucking four swords and demanded, where is Yost? So looking at you, you have no idea who the fuck I'm even talking about, because you never said his name even. I don't think anybody said your name up there.
I found it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, I do. Yost, he's, I don't know.
Question: does she know
He
how to
blew the
open
fucking
the
moon.
cockpit?
Did he do that? Did he blow up the moon?
He was there.
Fuck's sake!
As you're confused, even adding more to the confusion, all your controls go like and they flash red, and all of a sudden the entire Zord and your coin dissipate, since it was a very temporary thing he did.
Oh.
You and everything that was in there, including the weird cow dog, land safe on the ground.
Okay.
And they look just as confused as you.
I see them.
Yeah,
I
you see
run over.
you see Yost
I
swimming.
kick a trash can or something.
The trash can gets up. Roll initiative. No, I'm kidding.
I-
Oh my god, no! Don't do this!
That actually happened. She kicked a vending machine and it attacked back.
It did. It did. It almost fucking killed her. It really hurt too. I sheathe all of my swords and I run over and I'm gonna wrap Yost's brother in a hug and just look to his parents and I'm like, where is he? Is he?
He looks up at what is left of the moon and cries.
Son of a bitch!
I'm gonna hug the brother closer. What the fuck is your brother's name?
Which one?
The youngest one.
That's probably Farkas.
Farkas. And you named him Wolf?
No, not quite. I know it's the name of the guy from Skyrim.
And then I look to Verm and I'm like, you have to see if you can feel him in the grid.
I have two brothers, Eugene and Farkas.
Can't believe you got the cool name.
We can't hear you, Jesse.
As I recall, Verm did sense a disturbance in the grid about the same time as the moon.
Yes, he did.
And a loss of contact of some sort.
A disturbance of the grid, coincidentally, is the exact same time Del teleported here. Almost like that was connected.
But, like, is there any of that sense of a presence of Yost anywhere?
No.
He's going to spend some time, he's going to just kneel down and just right there in the street and spend some time communing with Alpha Z through his recaster.
I point my hand at Del, readying a wand blast. Where the fuck is he?
He arrived on the moon and attacked those in charge, and I assisted him. He gave me this coin. I got on the ship with this sick dog, and then he left. And then everything exploded. I don't know where he is now.
You don't have the coin.
No, not anymore. I had it for a bit, but it's gone now.
Verm, can you feel if his coin is no longer attached to the grid?
Verm is currently trying to ring up Alpha Z. I'm not sure if he can hear you or
I
not.
don't know if you can hear me or not when you're in the grid.
Give me a con save, Verm, for concentration, because you're trying to meditate.
Okay.
While that's happening, I'm like smashing things. Just.
Well, I mean, there's a time and place for that, Hertz, but probably not in the streets.
I'm really mad. Okay.
18.
18. Okay, you're
I
able.
I grab one of my friends, what's her name's guitars, and just smash it on the floor.
She gives you the horns, and she also smashes out of respect. She doesn't know who Yost is, but understands clearly a loss.
Yeah.
Real
man.
Yeah, Verm, you were able to concentrate on trying to connect with Alpha Z, and are also able to talk back to Visca then.
All right, so I'm reaching out to Alpha Z. Do I sense his presence in the grid while I'm in transit before I get, my audience, I guess?
As you're focusing on the grid, you immediately feel a hole in the grid.
A hole.
Yes.
All right. Feeling around the edges of that, does anything feel familiar?
No comment. It's definitely something wrong right here. It's the equivalent of dead magic zone, right at this specific spot. And when you focus in to figure out where the heck this hole is at, you realize it's the moon.
Oh.
Whatever Yost did on the moon tore the grid up there.
So, like, he yanked it into, like, subspace or something?
You're not sure. You do very faintly feel Yost, though, now that you're really close to that.
Oh.
As his soul seems to fade off somewhere.
Visca is asking if you can feel the coin. As far as she's concerned, if the coin is still connected to him, he can't be dead.
You know, when Power Rangers, Go Rangers, Henshin, whenever they die, their soul becomes one with the grid again.
So like that?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I fucking knew it. I was gonna be the first one to die, and he fucking took that away from me. I'm so mad at him.
I didn't know we had a queue.
I was going to say, these are goals?
Yes. Listen, you get. Just flips a chair over.
Verm is going to look up kind of abruptly, and he's going to stand up, and he's going to walk over without saying anything, and he's going to fold up Visca in a hug.
We have to get to the command center. We gotta go up there, or we gotta go into the group to find him. And I'm about to turn around to his family and be like, okay, I'm gonna take you to my family. I'm pretty sure all of you have met my mom and dad. And we're gonna find him.
Yeah, we gotta go kick his ass.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to do this bullshit, you know. No. Let's go.
His mom comes up and slaps you.
Me?
She's crying and says,
Yeah,
"Don't you?"
her son's fucking dead, as far as she knows.
And she says, "Don't you dare talk about my son that way."
I'm sorry, ma'am.
You take 1 bludgeoning damage.
And just wipes it off, and she's like,
I'm actually gonna.
"He's one of my best friends. He's not allowed to die."
Cage is still right there, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to him and be like,
Replacement?
can I trust you to get these folks somewhere safe? We have to go after him, or at least figure out what the hell he did.
I have a feeling, he says as he's looking up where the moon was.
Yeah. She kind of looks to his family and realizes she doesn't really want to burden them with this. Sees you, who was fucking powering a Zord 2 seconds ago. What happened? What can you tell us? Also, who are you?
I am. My name is Del. I was pretending to work with the people that were on the moon. He arrived. I saw him in an altercation with the Darth, and I saw it as an opportunity to try and escape finally.
Wait, Darth?
Yes.
Question, Scotty, do we know that asshole was around again?
I would think at least Visca would know. I think Yost would have mentioned his
I know that
dreams
he
and stuff.
saw him in that dreamscape thing when the Shatterling was fucking with us, but we weren't sure whether that was real or not.
You two are a couple, and you've been a couple for a few years now, I think.
Yeah.
There would be a moment where that would be shared, at least a little bit.
PTSD.
Also, I like the name The Darth. I know it's because you couldn't remember it was Darth Laser, and that's fine, but The Darth, I think, actually is a lot better.
She also may just be doing it on purpose, just because she's disrespecting them.
Yeah.
And
what a dwarf. I don't know.
Did you actually did you see it? Did you see it happen? Are they definitely dead?
I could not say. He gave me the coin, and he left the ship, and it turned into a bird. And then we had an altercation with a dragon sword, and then I sensed something was happening, and I concentrated very hard, and then we teleported here.
Okay. We have to get to the Crystal Shrine. That's where the connection to the grid would be the best. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
He's not going to say anything. He's just going to nod silently. But he seems a little resigned.
I'm more the reactions to it than the actual picture itself.
Just angry, frowny faces and fingers.
Me and Hertz are both pissed off at you.
Yeah. Your girlfriend's going to march into the grid, drag you out by the tail.
Fucking plan on it.
Meanwhile,
we've been in there before we were dead.
And she was a big fucking wolf too.
Well,
Drag your
my
ass there like a chew toy.
Meanwhile,
my dragon can teleport, so we can just take my sword and go up there.
I don't want to go to the moon yet. Well, maybe we should. Let's see what's up there.
it is. We'll say it's
Visca,
now.
we
But, sorry.
have to go find him.
I
I'm
know
not-
that, but I don't. If we go up to the moon, we're either going to find two things. We're going to find a lot of dead people, including Yost, or we're going to find alive people, and one of them is going to be Darth Laser, and the other one is going to be Radicule.
Right,
I'm not prepared for that immediately after losing Yost.
He's not gone.
I can't risk it. We gotta go.
You remember him. I remember him. He exists.
That's not how it works, though.
Yes, it does. If we can, I am very good at remembering things about our past, and I seem to remember many times the heroes have been brought back to life. This is just a stepping stone. We are going to find him, and we're going to bring him back, and then I'm going to punch him in the face. She grabs your hands, and she's
Please let that actually happen.
I won't stop it. I'm just all I'm saying.
Pull him back from the clutches of death and then break his fucking nose.
she grabs your hands and she's like, I'm not gonna let him go. You may think I forget him all the time, but he's my best friend. And I care about all of you a lot.
We know.
Meanwhile, in the grid, as the camera just zooms up to space, and then the space turns into the neon green lines of the grid. Yes. You currently have no form, both physically and spiritually. You know that you are you, but you don't know what that means exactly.
Hands or claws?
You don't have hands. You're like
That's a callback joke. That's the thing I did when I was
Oh,
in the grid
right.
for the first time, and it turned into a big ass dire wolf instead of like an anthro furry creature.
you think of hands, and thus they are, and you have hands. But the second you start not thinking about having hands, they seem to disappear. Right after that happens, you swear there's a laser Dragonborn that just seems to be sitting there, and he's looking at you.
Alan! Oh wait.
God damn.
Burn.
Fuck you,
Son of
Kevin.
a bitch.
Just sad emotional moment, and you're just like memes out the ass.
That's how we cope with depression. Burm! Is that you? Burm!
He can't hear you, and he eventually fades off. And what seems like no time or forever, depends on how you want to conceive it, because it's all relative now. Like Einstein said, the great wizard Einstein. The
Man.
The one who invented space?
He invented space.
He
yes.
invented space.
Yes. I mean, that's what the unicorn wizard told you guys. But
What?
yes, the unicorn. Yeah, that is an NPC in this game.
And I was in an orgy with her.
No, you didn't get to.
You attempted an orgy.
She did not nat one her check. Anyway, so
I got him to point A.
yes. Well, being of the grid, a light appears in front of you.
Alpha Z? Is that you?
Do you attempt to do anything with it?
I just touch it.
Go to reach out, and as you reach out, your hand seems to materialize out of nothingness. And you touch it, and it immediately shoots off somewhere.
Ooh.
Then we fade back to the material plane. As everyone's on this crazy puzzle cube, not trademarked puzzle cube world. And you guys head back to the Crystal Shrine. Say a few hours have passed by now and you guys traveled there. Got everyone situated. Dell seems to have some kind of connection to the grid and all that, so I'd assume you take her with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The entire time I'd be grilling her about what happened, what did the base look like, how was, that sort of thing, like what kind of weapons and people were there and that sort of shit.
So many lasers.
Lots of lasers. Laser swords, laser rifles, laser halberds.
That seems like an excessive amount of lasers.
You know, like fan art
It
for
was
like.
really overdone.
There is no such thing. It's like more data.
Since the laser Dragonborn.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the chain weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, like fan art for Star Wars, where like some middle schooler would be like, "Man, wouldn't it be really cool if they're like laser nunchucks?" Like all that was there, like that.
Laser
that kind of crazy
nunchuck
stuff.
sounds amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that would never go poorly.
You bounce nunchucks off your body.
I know.
And the Retroverse,
Ah!
and the Retroverse, anything's possible, and it just somehow doesn't hurt them. Anyway, so.
I get like laser armor, and then it's laser on laser nunchuck bouncing. Like it's fine.
Or like
Yeah.
like a Hollow Knight kind of situation where it's like a laser, but you chuck it and it's right in people's face.
Or like you get real good with Misty Step, and so as you're swinging them, you just Misty Step out of the way between your
Yeah,
nunchucks.
exactly. There you go.
Wave the shadow with a glowing nunchuck. Anyway, so. you guys are having this discussion about light nunchucks on the way there, when you just see this beautifully blue lake, like what you'd see in a movie blue water. Like it's just like perfectly beautiful lake. And in the middle there's an island, and there seems to be a tower completely made of this diamond-like crystal that shoots up into the sky. Describing it for Dell because it's her first time seeing it. As you guys,
It's been a while.
I assume one of you gets to your Zord and you guys go that way.
Yeah, I think we were climbing into Hertz's because Hertz can teleport. We know hers
Also,
is
it's the
fastest.
biggest.
Also, hers is the only one that we know is space worthy. So if we decide to go to the moon after this, then can you fucking back up off my shit, please?
Is it
No, he's worried about that.
Worried about that
No,
pizza.
he wants
Yeah.
fucking food.
You all see a shooting star from the sky fall and land on the top of the tower. And it's quiet, there's no noise, it's just a flash of light. Like, you know when you see one in the distance in the sky, and it's just like a flicker of light? It's like, did that, but its destination ended at the top of the tower.
I'm like doing that thing where I'm just smacking the shit out of Hertz's shoulder, trying to get her to move this thing faster.
Hold on.
Fold space already.
Alright, going into warp drive.
Even though we're going, like already going, like,
Warp drive?
It's powered by dance, so like it's just kind of like
Going to plaid.
Oh, I guess I'm going to dark matter sooner than I thought. Okay, you guys are on this planet now.
Oops.
Okay, no, I'm kidding. Anyway, so you arrive at the tower and you park, and I assume the first thing you guys want to do is try to get to the top of the tower to see what the heck that was.
yeah.
You head to the top of the tower, and on your way up there, you see a Modron was actually following the Zord all the way here. And when you got out, it just like flutters down with its little clockwork wings, and it waddles over to Visca and hands her stuff.
What does it hand me?
It hands you a letter. It hands you a book, if I remember
Mhm.
right.
Yep. The letter was supposed to be in the book, like a bookmark.
Okay. That's what it hands you.
I open it up, see the letter, and just rip it open and start reading it.
It wasn't an envelope. You just ripped the letter up.
Well, okay, then I open it up.
What does this envelope say?
It basically says, "Hey, Visca, You're gonna be mad at me, but I had to make up for my failure years ago. My team failed. Because of that, this planet's guardian died, which has allowed all this shit to happen. I need to fix that. And I know a way to fix it. So I'm going to be going to the moon. Sorry, it's the only way with everything going on. The manual will explain what I'm doing. Also, I gave all you necklaces with my scales for if you need a reincarnation spell. I'm practical with my gifts. Also, there's a gift card to a clothing store as another bookmark. I forgot to give it to you for Christmas. Or holiday time.
You see the coupon is for Zima's lingerie.
Oh my!
Thank you, Scott. Now I'm imagining my furry PC and lingerie. Thanks.
Oh,
That's the thing I never imagined and now have.
Welcome to
How many bras does she need?
We won't go into discussion on that on the stream.
We did it before.
Fan
so-
fiction,
Even
right?
worse.
Yeah, exactly.
for our hardcore fans who want to send us fan art.
Please don't.
Yeah, Jeanette.
So Aya.
No, I will.
So I'm. Oh,
So basically, that's what it says. In the book, it basically says the forbidden techniques of the Ranger Corps to be taken out of subsequent editions. And there's two.
okay. I
One
read them.
is the final protocol, which is the destruction of a command center. Now, typically, with other command centers on a planet, it negates some of the damage. That doesn't, the moon didn't have that apparently. And the second one is the Z strike, where the Ranger sacrifices their very soul and essence to do a final strike against a foe. Guaranteed death for everyone involved.
I'm pretty sure he
So,
did the first one.
I'm pretty sure he didn't. His soul is still around. And looking at this thing, there is no way that anybody could survive that, judging by what this book is saying.
I'm gonna hold my tongue on this.
I'm asking the DM, like, looking at what this book is saying, do I think that this bomb would have been big enough to? Well, it fucking blew up the moon. Yeah, whoopee.
You look at it and it says 10d10 plus 200 mega damage, and mega damage is in hundreds. So maybe.
I'm like,
First one, everyone fucked. Second one, only those in the fight are fucked. Really fucked.
the only way that he would have survived this is if, by some miracle or something, Alpha Z was able to intercede for his behalf. I don't.
Didn't
I
you
mean,
leave?
He's
Hold on.
in the grid now. He's part of the grid now. He's
Hold
just
on. Didn't he leave you like scales and shit? Can we go find the cleric dude?
We can, yeah. If we find I don't think I can bring him back from just the scales. Not with my magic.
Dell, give me a history check.
Can I do one too?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
History, dirty 20.
Oh, nice. Okay. You passed. We'll see what Hertz gets first.
sorry, my computer's freaking out.
Kevin, why?
I got a 24.
Okay. Both of you have heard legends of a shaman of some kind that is somehow able to live in the Vector Woods. They have been known to be able to bring people back.
There's a dude in the Vector Woods that can bring people back to life. So
Can they do it without a body? I know I couldn't do it.
Without a
Even
body,
with a scroll.
specifically.
yeah, I mean, if we have this, we have some stuff of his. And
There is a difference between. Okay, I can't do shit with this, even if I had a scroll.
right, but
if I
you're
had-
not a cleric.
I know, but I don't fucking know any. So let's go try this guy.
With your history checks being high enough, you both have also heard rumors that this guy deals a lot with corruption. So much, in fact, that he seems to know how to manipulate it to his own will. Like here it's called the Circle of Corruption.
Hertz is just like,
I don't mention that because I know Visca's gonna be upset.
Okay, he could probably bring Yost back, but he'd be using corruption to do it.
I don't mention that.
Now for our guest, corruption is like, you know in a video game when things glitch and you gotta get into the wall and stuff?
Yeah.
Imagine that happening in D&D, and that's what corruption is. It's like a magical disease, in a way.
You can fucking die from it.
Yeah.
Hertz almost did a couple times.
Yeah,
That's
Dell
the
actually.
only thing that hasn't killed me yet.
Right now, at least in the current playtest material, only the De-fraggers, which Visca is, which Cat is the only one that's able to really cure it. You can get up to 7 levels, and at the 7th level of corruption, you die. Like your being just glitches out completely, soul and everything.
Okay. So Dell's kind of looking at everybody. She's like, I've heard of this shaman too, but I've heard bad things about his methods. I've heard that's not good. Many bugs happen after.
Oh, there's a lot of creatures literally called bugs too. And I think.
Yeah, well, it's.
Well, I mean, they're
corruption.
corruption creatures, so shouldn't they be literal bugs as well as figurative?
Yes, I think that was the point Chris had.
Last time I dealt with corruption, I got a bunch of mega zombie dancers, so like, not always bad.
You swear you can hear like a really funky
It
thriller
almost
bass
fucking
line?
killed Yost.
He's already dead. There's really no going and nowhere but up.
At least this time I can cure it.
Yeah. We're fine. We have resources. If he's super
Yeah.
like if he's corrupt, we can probably get somebody. Even if it's not you, we can get somebody else that is higher level to higher being of magic to do
No,
it.
it's fine. It's fine.
Listen, I'm just saying, you know.
While you guys are having this whole conversation, standing in the big garage that the Zords stay in, that Modron is still sitting right where he was when he gave you the stuff, and is just staring up at you blankly. He has not.
Oh, I thought
moved.
we had run up to the top of the tower.
Yeah, no, I was
He was
gonna
up there.
double time it up to the top of the tower, like
Oh.
fly up there with boots.
Okay, as you guys are going
I
up
was
there, that Modron
distracted
does not
reading the
move.
thing.
It just stood there. It gave you the stuff, and it just stood there.
Does it want to tip?
Oh, he can't go home.
Oh, little buddy.
You know it's the lowest rank.
Oh no, wait,
There-
no, he's from here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the sphere one with one eye. He's the
Oh,
lowest
he's
rank.
just dumb.
So he's really dumb. He gets one command. And that's it. So he did his command, but he has no command, so he's not doing anything.
Hey, can you resurrect Yost?
It just like slowly blinks at you.
It turns its head face over to you. You're not sure if it understands common.
Beep boop, beep boop. Beep beep boop boop. Does it understand Infernal? Can I talk to it Infernal?
Fuck do you know Infernal?
It's a
I
good
left it
question.
in high school.
You know what, Hertz? Give
Listen,
me
you learn a lot of weird shit on the streets.
an overall charisma check.
Oh, okay.
Not proficiency, just your charisma mod.
17.
Okay. You speak in beeps and boops,
Beep boop, boop.
and you think it might kind of understand that you're trying to ask it to cast a spell, and it just shrugs.
No.
You tried, buddy. You tried.
And smoke
give it-
and smoke starts coming out of its ears.
Just
It's
shrug
your
it.
Yeah,
best.
I give it a coin.
It doesn't. When you go to offer the coin, it doesn't put its hands up. It's just staring at you.
It doesn't have a concept of money, Hertz. Just fucking
But it's
move.
shiny, and maybe he can use it for metal. So here you go.
You put it on his head, and it slides down. It slides on his eye, which is also metal, and then it slides down to the ground. He doesn't move at all during this whole time.
Okay.
Oh no, then he blinks. After it falls, he blink.
It's like a freshman in college.
Gee.
Hey, we should probably go. Hey, Verm. Did you find anything up there, or what's up?
Okay, I'm gonna look over the battlements, and what do I see?
You go up to the top. That's where the your guys' like command center equivalent was at.
Mm-hmm.
And he is your command center essentially. He's just sitting in the middle, and he's your radio antenna, so to speak, to Alpha Z in the grid.
Sure. Right.
And you go up there, and he has something in his hand, and he presents it to you. And he opens up his giant iron golem hand, and you see a coin.
Oh. What coin is it?
You pick it up, it's Yost's.
Oh. I'm going to double time it back down to the ground. Matter of fact, I'm just going to turn them off and then like air brake 5 feet above the ground. The express elevator down.
You have like the Dragon Ball Z when they like stop when they're flying and it makes like tire brake noises for no reason.
Oh, right.
Just does that.
And I'm going to double time it over to her and show her the coin.
Okay, well, at least now we know. Okay,
We gotta go resurrect him.
yeah, let's make it to the Vector Woods, I guess.
Hey, are you gonna be okay?
I mean, no, but hopefully soon, yeah.
We got this. We got this.
Yeah.
I've
Verm's
almost
gonna
died
turn
a
back
billion
and-
times. We can figure this out. It's fine. Come on, let's go.
Did Cage come with us?
No, I sent him to take all of the
Oh, right,
prisoners
yeah,
from my
okay.
family's house.
All right.
And he's taking care of them. For you
All right.
guys.
I'm going to order Omega before we take off. I'm going to order Omega to get scans on the current status of the moon and the base and anything that might still be moving around up there.
Okay.
And transmit the report when it's done.
He goes to scan, and a few minutes later, he gives you the scan. And where the moon base was, the scan picked up nothing. And not in the sense of, like, there was nothing there in a vacuum on the scan. It's more like the scan itself couldn't work in that area specifically.
Like dead space somehow?
Yes. Like
Oh.
a dead magic zone. The scan was magical, and it just could not do anything there.
I got it. Okay, so that's interesting. Is there any sign of any surviving forces on the outside of that dead zone?
You do get a very faint scan of some kind of ship flying away.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay.
But
I'm assuming there's not any more information on that.
It
Yeah,
barely
okay.
came in range on the scan. It's far gone by now.
Team
Alright.
Rocket blasting off again.
So it's definitely going to bear further investigation later, but we have pressing matters to attend to.
So as we're getting ready to head to the Vector Woods, question to both the DM and Kevin: that sword that you gave me, Trollnar, didn't that have like the intelligence of your master, your mentor? Was it
Yes.
an intelligent item?
It has his spirit.
Okay, but was I able to communicate, or was it just more of like a feeling?
A feeling.
Hooked on fear.
Okay, she's just holding on to it and focusing and thinking about Yost, and hoping that if this thing is still connected to the grid, it can tell him that we're coming for him.
You're feeling fuck, not again.
You feel,
and then
you feel a mix between sadness and relief from the sword.
I don't know how to take that.
Surprisingly, not as much on the sadness.
And then I'm turning to Dell, and I'm like, I know you don't know jack shit about us, but you seem like you're kind of invested in what the hell was going on up at the moon. Do you want to walk with us while we...
Yeah, I can go with you for a way, yes. I would like to pay your friend back for helping me escape.
What were you doing on the moon again?
Yes. What were you doing?
If you hear this chaos in the background, Kevin has got a towel and he's basically playing like Terry is a goddamn bull.
Oh,
the dog is running around like a fucking idiot.
Speaking of like a fucking idiot and running around like a dog, you haven't yet met Lycosa.
Oh, that's right.
So, Verm, wherever he goes, is always accompanied by his faithful spider zord.
This one isn't as big. It's like
no,
medium
it's
size.
it's more like the size of like a large dog, and has a temperament to match.
Oh, did you send Magneto with the prisoners and Cage, or?
Yeah, I love Magneto with Cage, and I think that I told the band that we'll meet up like next week. So yeah, listen,
Cool, you'll get her then.
Catch you on the flip side, guys.
You guys are awesome, and I love you, but I gotta go deal with this.
So this is just clip art, but she looks kind of like that. It's like very definitely like Iron Man inspired colors, a lot of red, a lot of gold.
Yeah.
She wakes her abdomen like it's a tail when she's happy.
Literally the first time she ever met me, she pounced on me like a golden retriever.
It's a cutie patootie.
So you'll have this spider like kind of like checking you out and like being very inquisitive and like reaching up with a pedipalp and like trying to shake your hand.
she'll let it shake your hand.
Okay. She seems to like you. So yeah, that pretty much is always following him around.
So you guys
It's a
head
weird
off.
place, and I apologize that you had to come here.
Hey.
Yeah, but about that, why were you on the moon?
I believe we agreed that she was captured and she escaped her capture, but she wasn't able to escape the moon itself.
In my mind, she probably like initially started working for them in disguise, and then like on the basis of her disguise skills, got into like the upper echelon of the big bads up there, and quietly trying to find a way off and out.
Mm-hmm.
I think she got herself like into a Lando situation and just couldn't find her way, her bolt hole.
Exactly.
You did a lot better than Han Solo. You know, like you had the Stormtrooper outfit, but you could actually, do a good job disguising yourself as one.
Yeah.
No, God, why? Phone, why?
The arcane slate activated. Anyway, so
So who were you working for? Like, who are you spying for?
I was not actually spying for anyone. They abducted me as a slave, and I have abilities that let me sort of escape that initial confinement. And when they discovered me again, I proved to be useful. I tried to lay as low as possible, and was waiting for my chance to escape out of the organization.
All right. Can I like do an insight check on her?
yeah, sure.
I got a nat 20.
You're pretty sure she's lying and she's gonna kill you. No, I'm kidding.
I am Darth.
She peels off her face and somehow it's like the helmet underneath somehow.
Couldn't I just technically wave my hand over my face and make me look like that? Like,
Exactly.
You could a little bit.
yeah.
So do I believe? I believe her.
Yeah. Everything she's said so far seems very. She has no real reason to lie to you.
Okay. So, This is on the way there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are we walking or are we taking one of the Zords?
I think we're taking another Zord.
I mean, we could probably just teleport there, but
I was just gonna do like a screen transition where we just get like a dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, and you guys are at the Vector
Yeah.
Woods, if you guys.
got
Um,
it. Okay, we
so,
made
like-
it. Such a long journey.
On the way there, I know that the Vector Woods aren't the safest. What, if any, skills do you have in combat aside from powering a Zord that you've just now seen for the first time? Which, like, impressive.
I have my ways. I have a few spells at my disposal, and I have my trusty weapon. And she pulls out a laser gun, like a laser sniper rifle.
Oh,
I
nice.
can do. I can. I make music. That's what I do.
Del, give me a history check.
Okay. Nat 20.
Holy crap!
22 total.
This is the pop star celebrity Hertz. She's the equivalent of Britney Spears
But, like,
Oh.
not-
at her
now.
prime.
Here's
Britney
what-
Spears
yeah.
at her prime.
Back then.
Sorry, Britney Spears.
She's doing good for herself.
Oh yeah, she's
yeah.
definitely watching.
Yeah, totally. Anyway,
She's got herself together. She's doing real well.
but you like the show Gem. She's like that level of like, she's kind of like
Yeah.
the protagonist of her own show, but she doesn't realize she's part of everyone else's show too.
Go get the hook.
Oh,
I don't. Well, wait. Hold on. How long have you been
Hey,
up there?
A few years.
few years.
Wait, how many years? Do you know? What year was it when you were taken? Do you know?
We'll say because she doesn't know the consistency of those world's
Yeah,
lore.
I'm not sure. I'm like,
Um,
we
I don't know.
don't.
5 sounds good.
What I'm wondering is, was she there basically since Yost killed Darth Laser?
Because then she wouldn't know who I am, though.
No, it was after
Because
that.
I didn't.
Okay.
Because I didn't start being. I didn't start being like a thing until a year after that.
Yeah.
What we'll say is like right around the time you guys did the race or whatever was when she got captured.
Okay.
So, aka right before this saga where they had to deal with laser dragon stuff. Before that, they were, oh, we're just trapped in a maze, la la la.
So about 3 years ago.
You know, somewhere between like 3 and 8. We can't decide.
Time's relative, as I said earlier.
Time is a big wall of time. You know, timey-wimey stuff.
Unlike the grid, it's just a big tangled ball of this.
Yeah.
So you guys go into the Vector Woods. You notice all the trees. Quite a few of
Before
them
we
are
get in-
weird. One of them's like a palm tree, even though you guys are nowhere near a tropical area. It's blowing the opposite direction of the wind. Some of them are like green, like everything's green, including the trunk. It's just like a solid neon green. Makes no sense.
Before we actually go into the woods, Visca's gonna reach into her fanny pack of folding, which, for what it's worth, Visca is this big ass buff, Wunari woman, half wolf woman, wearing, I think it was black jeans, spiked combat boots, dragon plate or dragon armor, and a Hello Kitty fanny pack. And I'm just digging in, and her like our entire arm goes in there, and I pull out the anti-corruption antidotes that we have from like for fucking ever ago. I have 4 of them, one for each of us, so I'm passing them out. I don't remember what the fuck anti-corruption does, so
Prevents corruption.
that's on you, Scotty.
This
Is
what
it
happens when the
for-
universe is like, here's items, and it just rain from the sky, and you're just like, what am I do with all these?
Is it a preventative though, or is it an antidote?
I think it's a preventative. I want to say
It
it
gives you
probably
advantage on
acts
the
like
checks.
antitoxin, but for corruption.
Did you say it gives advantage on saving throws against corruption?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Okay.
It doesn't help Visca, if I remember correctly, because she already gets that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I went to give them to you guys, I'm like, oh well, crap, the De-fragger already gets that.
So
Oh,
I
well.
actually hold on to one and save that for when Yost comes back.
Bold of you.
Actually,
Remember
are
me.
the would the spider be at risk for corruption as well?
Yes.
Can the spider benefit from it?
Yes.
Then I'll give it to the spider.
That's very generous of you.
I mean, if I'm going to be a douchey enough that your pet can get risk of corruption, I might as well give it an antidote as well.
Yes, thank you.
Honestly, like Kosa is slightly weaker than Yost, so I'm.
Yeah.
She died first. Like, just saying.
Yeah, she's the first thing we
See,
had.
before now, she was the first one who actually was dead.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Okay.
pop open the gas tank hatch and pour it in, like like a bottle of fuel treatment.
Turn it over and just like put it there like again. Wait until like it all finishes.
Okay, you guys know within your next long rest, you get advantage on corruption saving throws from that.
Cool.
Wait.
And corruption saving throws are straight d20s, so that's really helpful. No stats or modifiers on them.
So
you guys go
how
into
much-
the woods.
I was gonna say is how much did the ladies remember about where to find this mystic corruption shaman?
They probably just no one knows exactly where he is. He's just in here somewhere.
You just kind of smell him. And
He's like Yoda, just show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Do
You
you
know.
I mean, that's like asking for, hey, I heard druids live in this forest. Do you think you... I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know.
history
Like I might
check will...
just expect a tree to turn around and go, "Oh, hang on a second, Bill."
Yeah, I mean, unless it's
To
like
be fair,
freaking
last
Lilia,
time-
there's not gonna be a sign being like, "Hello, welcome to the forest."
I mean, you don't know. This is the Vector Woods. It could do exactly that.
Do you guys want to tell Del what happened the last time you guys were here?
I mean, last time we were here, we ran into intelligent dogs, so who knows?
That was
Uh,
awesome, by the way.
They
An
were so
adventuring
cute.
party of dogs.
May or may
One
not...
was the little wizard. He held a little wand in his mouth.
It was super.
May or may not have been a Saint Bernard with a kazoo, and it was the bard.
Yeah, I think they got pulled from a
Cleric
different
that
world
worships the good boy.
where I
Saint Bernard.
think maybe in their world they were regular dogs and they got weirded
They belong to
by the
Chris.
corruption.
They belong to Snickle Socks.
They belong to some weird being that you heard called Chris.
Yep.
Some cosmic being.
And
So this is a good place. We met dogs here.
I mean, you guys were the ones who were afraid to trump through here last time and wasted those stones.
You know what? Shush.
And Visca's marching into the forest.
Okay, so you guys go to travel. None of you are rangers or druids, so this is gonna be fun.
I do have
Wait. Verm is a ranger.
Well, he's not that kind of ranger.
I do have
Oh, you mean like a
survival,
D&D
though.
ranger? Okay.
I'm not that kind of doctor.
Though now I think about it, I think he does have proficiency with survival. Does Del have proficiency
I
with
do
survival?
too.
I do not.
I have
No, actually,
proficiency
I
in survival.
don't. Believe it or not, I have proficiency in survival, but I do have a +1 to wisdom, which is better than Yost's was,
Are,
Yost has proficiency in survival, I'm pretty sure.
which is funny.
does Del have proficiency in survival?
I have
No,
I have a
I thought,
+4 to survival.
I thought
There you
both of us did.
Del,
I have a +5.
So you do it.
Oh, just he has on screen the dogs I drew.
No, they're such good boys.
The one on the left was a cleric of good boy. It was a golden retriever.
Oh,
Was her name Sue? I forget. It was something
It
like
was Emily.
Emily. That's what it was.
wow, that's a really good recall.
Yeah.
Kitty.
I mean, she does have. Oh, kitty.
You guys go to enter the woods, and everybody give me d20 rolls at advantage as you guys are traveling through here.
Ready?
I got an 18 twice, so
Nice.
Finally inaugurate my dice tower with an actual in-play dice roll, and it's an advantage. Good start.
Oh.
Does your cat like to be a scarf? Does it like just like?
Yeah.
Oh, I
She
love it.
basically just likes to sit as close to my face as she can get.
Is that a con save?
No, it's the
Yeah.
corruption save, but it's advantage.
What's
Yeah,
the
it's
what's the
just-
modifier?
There aren't any.
Nothing.
Oh, it's a straight.
Yeah.
Okay. So 17.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
I'm
So
super
I had
cool.
advantage because I had not one on the other.
Cool,
my-
because I got a 9 and a 19.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys passed the first check.
Oh.
Oh.
And I thought Trixie was bad. She's adorable.
And you guys travel through the woods. As you're traveling through the woods, you don't encounter anything for the first hour. But give me survival checks as you guys are trying to search your way through here. We'll do a group survival check. How about that?
all right.
Nat 20!
Nice.
6.
Not as nice.
7.
You know how she do.
Actually, it's 8. Sorry.
14.
Oh, thank goodness. Just enough. So you guys continue traveling.
Oh, can I do one for my spider too?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You got 8. So, you got a 12.
Oh, okay, that passes. That reminds me. Corruption save for the spider as well, then.
Ah, yeah. It's gonna be 11.
11. Okay. Just passes.
Whew.
So, you guys travel for a bit, and you can tell for sure that you guys are going further in to the Vector Woods. And apparently he's somewhere in the very middle of this place. Before you guys took like the shortest route possible, where the woods were the thinnest, but now you're like going into the thick of it. And you hear an engine revving behind a bush as the bush starts shaking.
Huh? I'm going to,
Visca's having fucking flashbacks to a certain lake and pulls out both swords.
I'm going to draw the chain glaive.
Does it sound like a chainsaw revving?
No, it sounds like a drag car, like you know.
Ooh. Hertz
Yeah.
pulls out her bike and she's ready to go.
Basically, just pull out both swords and start to move to try and get a
But
better angle
the
on what
bush-
it is we're looking at.
The bush couldn't hold anything more than a medium-sized creature, so you're not sure. Maybe, you know, the bush might be corrupted and it's just making weird noises.
That's,
Hmm.
can I try to throw a suggestion at it?
Yeah, sure. What do you suggest to the bush? The revving bush.
So, like, you think it's stupid and that it won't work, but in the maze we had fucking walls that talk to us and
Exactly.
hedges that talk
So
to
I'm
us.
gonna say, come out with whatever appendages you have.
What is that,
With-
Christmas save?
Just with them or with them up?
With them up.
No, leave your appendages in the bush.
I don't know.
I believe suggestion's charisma, isn't it?
Yes.
I think it's an easier persuasion check to get them to bring their hands with them than to cut off their appendages.
To each their own.
What is the DC? What is Hertz's spell save?
Can't hear you, hon.
16.
There we go.
16?
Yeah.
Parts of the bush raise up into the air. And then
Like the actual bush?
and then those parts of the bush turn into tentacles.
God damn it!
And
Oh.
walking out is a weird octopus-like creature that has horns on it and a weird metal ring floating above its head.
I can't explain why, but I'm getting like Chrono Trigger vibes off.
I'm
I sort of elbow Hertz and I'm like, is this the guy?
Is it?
Insight check?
Yeah.
I think this is?
Just her, or she's the only one who knows this guy? Yeah.
Well, Dev knows him too.
Yeah.
Can I do history?
I don't think I ever rolled a history check to see if I knew about this guy or not.
What am I rolling? Insight?
Insight or history? I'll do it. I'll either go.
Oh fuck. I got a 10.
So did I.
Hi, Tensies!
You're pretty sure this isn't the guy, considering it's not a guy. It's an octopus-like creature.
Right, but my friend is a dragon and the other one is a wolf, so.
It doesn't seem humanoid in any form.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like it's really it, huh?
Hello, noodly friend. Can I ask you, do you know a druid of some kind that we may speak to about resurrecting someone?
Have you heard about our Lord and
that.
Savior?
Alpha Z.
Shut up, you're dead.
Give me a persuasion check.
Where's my other die go?
As the bard tries to persuade with the octopus.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this might get real gross.
Oh,
Oh, didn't even think of that.
man. I've seen enough of Hertz to know where this is going.
17.
Does she have like her own genre? It's called like Hertz tie or something? Anyway,
No,
17.
no, we're not doing this. There has to be a line. There has to be a line.
I'm sure
There
you
is no
crossed it
line.
several episodes ago.
the this octopus-like creature seems at least not hostile to you anymore.
Oh, that's nice because it was hostile before.
Do it.
However, it seems like it's not taking you to where you want to go.
What
It
is
might just not know.
Great. Do you know someone who might know? Someone who may speak common, or draconic, or infernal. I never get to use that skill.
It looks at you, and it looks at the rest of the group, and it quickly scurries back into the bushes. As fast as it can.
Oh,
Ugh.
Octo, come on, we're getting close. Good.
It's moved surprisingly fast, being an octopus on land.
We need to find somebody who speaks languages that we understand. That might be helpful.
Probably, yeah. Visca's just gonna keep walking.
That
Okay.
was weird though.
As you guys keep walking, give me another corruption saving throw at
Yeah.
advantage.
10.
Just a straight D20.
Yeah, at advantage though.
I love being a De-fragger so much, guys. I rolled a nat 1 and an 18.
Yikes. Okay, so that was a 12 for me,
Mhm.
and a 14 for Lycosa.
Okay, what did Dell get again?
9.
Okay, both Dell and Hertz got one failure. This functions mechanically just like death saving throws, but when you get 3 ticks, you get a layer of corruption instead of dying.
So basically just keep a tally sheet and let him know when you get to 3.
Okay, so you guys continue traveling some more, and you encounter a tree that seems to be made of water.
A tree that seems to be made of water. That's
Alrighty.
It seems to be shifting between a palm tree, a willow tree, a maple tree, an oak tree. There's all these different kinds of trees. Never seems to consistently be one type of tree, but it's always some kind of tree.
But made out of water.
But made out of water, yes.
Visca's like, I kind of want to touch it. I know I shouldn't, but I
The
kind
woods,
of want to.
the woods are turning more and more into a Beatles music video.
We should probably keep moving, otherwise.
we might end up start singing.
Oh my gosh, Chris needs to make blue meanies.
That's literally all Hertz does.
This is my jam. Literally, Deuce. Hello.
No, you don't understand. We might all start singing. And he's going to give you that significant look out of one side of his face, like you really just don't want that to happen to Verm.
There's
Oh,
like,
The thing is, none of it makes any sense to us.
Really do.
there's an intense back and forth stare between Hertz and Verm, as he's just like trying to show how serious he is. and on the third time it pans back to Verm. Hertz, you see suddenly appearing on his shoulder is a little cartoonish jar of jam. After you said, "That's my jam," and it just waves at you. Everybody else sees this too.
I hate this forest so fucking much.
I love this place.
Need to hurry.
I high-five the jam.
You high five it and you hear a guitar riff.
This place is awesome.
It hops off of Verm, spontaneously combusts without doing damage to you guys.
This place is on so many drugs.
Like, you
Man,
just had a trip in the maze.
do you remember like 3 years ago where like during summer where we were doing jack shit? This reminds me of that day.
Verm's gonna look at you like I wasn't there.
Well, shut up. Not talking to you.
The wind blows through a tree nearby, and you hear like a da-dum-ba-dum, wah.
Damn. All right, we're just gonna keep walking then.
Now I really want to see you sing though. That's on my bucket list.
Oh gosh, what have I done?
What is this? That episode of Batman where that one villain forces people to sing, and Batman's actually, of course, somehow really good at singing.
Of course, because
Batman's good at everything.
Yeah, the music
You know that
maestro.
happened in Power Rangers too.
Nice.
And there's a rapping pumpkin also.
Oh yeah, the
Different
pumpkin. Yeah,
rapping pumpkin.
I did see that
Oh
scene.
god, I fucking hate that pumpkin. It's so dumb.
The
It's
you
Power
guys,
Rangers. What do
continue-
you expect?
you guys continue to travel for a bit, and everybody give me another corruption save.
Okie dokie.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Natural 20.
Nice,
8.
18.
nice,
10.
not nice.
Womp womp.
Wait, what did Hertz get again? 8.
Again, 8.
Okay, Hertz has 2
Two
fails now.
strikes for you.
Verm has, well, Verm's fine.
None?
Visca.
Alright, I
don't
need
know why I
to
said
bring
Verm,
up
sorry.
a good dice.
Visca has a mark. And you guys continue to move forward, and you see now 2 oak trees seem to have bent in and connected from the tops of the trees to form an arc. And in between the arc, you see a vast desert made of black sand.
Oh, now this looks promising.
As you just hear like constant wind blowing, and it's coming through this arc.
Do you remember this part?
I do not.
Everybody needs to give me a strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
Strength saving throws. Wow.
Oh, sweet.
If we are, because of the friendship bracelets that he gave us, we all have a +1 to saves if we're within 10 feet of somebody else who has one of them.
Okay.
Sweet.
My save is a 23.
That's cocked.
And my
Mine too
spiders-
is a 23.
My spiders is a dirty 20.
What did our rogue get?
18.
18. Okay.
We're the beef squad.
I got a 7.
Okay.
Oh, blast.
Visca, no!
Everyone feels a tug from random metallic things that they have on them that seem to get pulled towards this portal. The one in full plate, the one at the highest DC.
I mean,
Those-
technically, I'm not wearing full plate right now, but I am carrying like so many weapons.
So many swords.
She flies like a poltergeist just threw her into the portal.
Ah, fuck!
Woomph! There she goes.
Visca! Oh my god!
Can I try and catch myself on the gate?
You catch yourself on the other side. The gate's still open.
I am going to.
You all can see her just fine. It was like she just walked through, and it's not like she disappeared or anything.
I'm gonna try and walk back out.
Give me a strength check.
Jesus Christ.
As you see, she's laying very stiff, prone into sand.
Nat 20.
Yay!
You get up
I
and
swear to God, this dice only rolls like 3s and lower and 20s.
you get up, and most of the
How-
sand comes with you, as it seems to cling to everything you have metal.
How far out is she from us now after that yank?
Maybe 5 feet in.
Oh, okay.
And
Um,
she says, sand. I don't like it. It gets everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And
You have fur, so it's even worse.
I'll say Visca was able to pull herself back in with that. And as you're going through the portal, you're like stomping through, trying to get through here. As you just weigh like 3 times heavier than normal, you're barely able to move with all this weird magnetic sand all over you.
Can I try to prestidigitate it off?
You try, but it doesn't work. It's a magnet, it clings, so.
It's
just like the angriest blow dryer ever. Will you stop fucking? It's not going anywhere. I'll be fine. I can.
Wait, it's heavy.
And you see in the distance, something that looks like Magneto, but is huge size.
Let's keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Don't.
In the desert area.
No. We do not have time for you to tame a fucking dinosaur in the magnetic desert.
What if it's its mom?
Then we really don't want to meet it.
Stay there. It took Hertz. That place is hell for me. It took all my strength to move 5 fucking feet.
Speaking of which, another strength save since you guys are still standing near it.
Oh no, I was walking away from it, but okay. 21.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You pull away.
Goodness gracious.
And at that moment, the trees seem to ripple and static appears, and they just dissipate, almost like they finally got that overload of corruption on the trees.
Oh, dear.
And them and the gate itself shatters.
But I got out of there first.
We should keep moving.
However, all of that magna sand is still on you.
Yeah. Like, I'll be fine. I have had far worse.
I'm sure there's a way to get it off of you.
Well, now, for like the next 24 hours, you're going to have the projectile catching quality on your armor.
Maybe. Thank God all my things are made out of
like that like magnet toy where like if I put like my sword over my hand over my arm, it's just like all the sand pools in a different area.
Yeah.
You're basically a giant woolly willy.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And it's on her fur too. Ugh.
Shall we keep going?
Everyone else has this, whatever metal objects they have on them, there is a pull towards Visca.
Good thing everything I own is plastic.
Does that count for like my morph metal weapon as well?
Yes. Actually, no, it does not.
No.
I am genuinely trying to think that, yeah, most everything Hertz is carrying is not metal.
It does not work on your weapon because the rust monsters couldn't do anything to your weapon.
Unless
so.
it like
Right
it
on.
pulls like probably doesn't pull my earring because like it's probably not like made out of metal that is magnetic.
It's
No,
not
they probably
ferrous.
It's not ferrous metal, no.
Yeah.
You guys continue traveling for a while, maybe 30 minutes later, all the sand just goes and just falls off.
Huh. Well, there you go.
I keep moving quickly.
See, I did that.
I am happy to be out of the sand pit.
Did you see that, Del? I did that.
Nailed it.
Yeah, so you guys continue to travel.
Okay.
And eventually you come across a clearing. There shouldn't be a clearing in the Vector Woods, it's the woods. And on the other side, you see this ridiculously large wreckage of some kind. Something big and something metal crashed here. You're assuming it's some kind of flying contraption. You can see the skid marks going through.
Didn't we see this before?
You did. Excuse me. You did not.
Stay away from it.
You're not there.
I know. You're gonna get a wasting disease, and you all will die.
It's not.
Well,
it's
no,
not that.
What? Does it look like?
Oh god, that would have been a great cameo, but no, it's not.
Can I make a history check or something to see if like I can recognize the ship design, like if it's like a
Yeah, we-
Ranger ship design or like something else?
Arcana check.
Do we really? We don't really have that many flying devices in this world, do we?
Nothing that big.
I
This thing's colossal.
don't know what that is.
Huh. I actually get a 14.
What did Hertz get?
I got a 7.
Okay.
So tell me what I think it is.
You actually literally
It's a
have no
time machine.
idea. You have no idea what it
You're
is.
like, maybe it's a time machine.
I think it's one of my old sets that fell here after we
It
finished.
seriously could have been a building that just collapsed a long time ago.
Yeah. Maybe, listen, there was that time that I did the Take Me to the Moon remix, and don't start. And then and then there were like those ships and they disappeared. I thought it was like some dudes that grabbed it because they were like, oh look, it's Hertz's UFO spaceship please. But maybe it was freaking the Vector Woods portals. Yeah.
Okay.
As Hertz is saying all that, Verm, you notice this is definitely some kind of magical ship, vehicle of some kind.
Yeah.
But it's been sitting here for quite a while. And you do notice there is a little campsite nearby.
Campsite. Okay. I am going to stride around and investigate.
Yeah, Visca's gonna go a little closer too and look around.
All right, so you guys go up and you see that it looks like there was a campfire here, and it's the wood is all different technicolors.
Cool.
And only in the spot specifically that had already burned. The rest of the wood looks normal.
Does it look freshly burned?
Is the wood still cold?
Give me investigation checks.
Oh.
Ooh,
Not dirty 20.
16.
Okay, it's definitely fairly recent, like super recent.
Like,
Boy.
Like the last
I'm
24
going
hours.
to-
Last 24 hours recent.
I'm going to pipe up and call out. Say, is anybody here?
Your only answer is random noises coming from the Vector Woods.
Great. Okay, well, I'm
Can
going
I
to look
look-
around for some tracks and have Lycosa try and see if she can follow and find anything.
With your
That's
guys'
what I was gonna do as well.
with your guys' investigation, you guys are able to eventually find a spot where there's an open hole in this vehicle, and it looks like whoever's here, there's some like tracks go to and fro, humanoid like footprints, like boots. Not just like they've gone in here like once, but like a well-treaded path.
Yeah.
Is there a sign of, like, do they seem to be, like, making house here?
Not inside, from what you can tell. You haven't gone inside yet.
If we don't think there's anything we can find out here that we haven't seen, then I'm gonna go inside the ship.
Let's go!
Okay,
Knock, knock.
so you guys go to head inside.
Say knock, knock out loud.
Knock, knock!
I'm not gonna say that because that would trigger my spell.
And
And I never remember it. But yeah.
and Del, you hear a random loud noise from the forest that kind of spooks you a little bit, and you turn around to see what it was, and nothing comes out. And you turn around to where the rest of the group went inside, and they're gone.
God
Uh-oh.
damn it.
No!
Hello, where did you go?
You hear a tree nearby go, "Hello."
Are you copying me or talking to me?
Me talking. It says in your exact voice.
Useless tree.
It's a kinku tree.
So do I still see the ship and everything, or is just everybody gone?
No,
Like, is everything gone?
everything's normal except for this entire group of people you're with are gone. You're alone. The tree says, "Better run."
Oh no!
Danger
She
place. Danger place.
She heads towards the ship.
You head towards the ship, and you disappear from scene 27. All right, and everybody else, you guys walk into the ship, and all of a sudden, hey, these aren't ruins of a wrecked ship. Everything's perfectly normal in here. By normal, I mean
illusion.
by normal, I mean you're in a ship and it's perfectly fine, and you see a bunch of star elves.
Oh my Christ! It's just
And they have red coats on.
Oh, they're all dead.
oh
I mean,
god.
they are on a ship, so.
And they are in the middle of an attack. You see
Oh
them
shit!
trying to
I was
fend
gonna
off.
say Visca spooks easily, and she was gonna pull her swords out, but yeah, I thought it was good for once.
You see them fending off what normally are weird alien creatures, and you barely recognize them now that you can see full light as the creatures you guys encountered in those catacombs down below before.
Remind us which one?
The Star
Oh,
Seekers.
the heirs,
The things that were on the ceiling.
the shadows.
The guy
were
that was
climbing.
made of worms, and he had the
Yeah.
big ball thing.
Oh, that guy! Ugh. Oh, you mean the thing that fucking one-shotted like Costa?
The duck?
No, not Mr. Peanut. Not Mr.
Aw.
Peanut.
The fact that there's enough stuff we've encountered
Oh, that's right, it was Mr. Peanut that one-shotted like
that are
Costa.
like some crazy shit happening that we can't figure it out.
So we're like,
It's like,
what
which
the
Elder Tor did you mean?
killed us, or this other weird Cthulhu thing that almost killed us?
Right?
It's definitely the duck.
And you guys look over in horror of the realization of what these that there are Star Seekers here, when Del rolls in literally through the wall, like in between you and this thing.
Jeez, okay.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode.
No!
Oh no.
Ah!
Playing monsters next time! Awesome, cool.
Sorry, I tried really hard to not get Del into this dangerous situation, but curiosity got the better of her, I guess.
Boy.
I was more worried about just leaving her to fend for herself in the vector worlds.
My gut reaction is to try and dive back through the wall of the ship and see if I can get out of this shit fight.
That's probably what Dell's reaction is going to be. Just, oh,
Okay,
Because
but
we already see how it is.
We have
already
to
see how it
go! I gotta help them! Those
I
are
mean-
peeps!
Okay, then you can lead them out through the wall.
Alright, so, do we have any plugs before we end for tonight? We'll start with our guest. Do you have any plugs?
I'm Zom. You can find me online everywhere at Zombalog. That's all my social media stuff. And,
Under her face. I got it
yes,
right there.
yes, under. And I'm a writer. I write many things. You can find examples of all of it on my website, zombarber.com. I have a book available on Amazon called Unlucky by Zom Barber. And I suggest following me on social media sometime soon. I may have something new coming out very soon. So keep an eye out for that.
Cool.
Very cool.
Does anyone else got anything?
I do.
Tomorrow we are going to be on this channel at 7 Eastern, I
Yep.
think we start.
Yeah.
We have Tales of Morcus with Blake DMing us our wonderfully quirky and dark and spooky steampunk / diesel punk monster slaying madness.
And we get to
We'll be back next
investigate
time.
people that were attacked by the Iron Bandit next time. I may or may not have sent like a giant fucking list of questions I plan to grill his NPC witnesses with.
Hey,
I'm sure he'll respond in full. He likes them out in detail as well.
I haven't actually answered his message yet. I saw that he messaged me back, but I haven't read it yet.
Man. Yeah. There's a lot when it comes to him.
No, I know.
Speaking of other shows, Rin and Stone had a Christmas special this week, so go check that out. It got really weird at the end there. It was all like, oh, sadness, fun times, and then they just all got high. So
I heard it that
So-
only like 2 of them got high.
This is true.
The two you.
But it was
well,
the best too.
One of the two would be the ones you'd least expect, I guess.
Yeah. Number
ones you
2
most
will surprise you.
Oh no, let's not mystical this shit.
So, yeah, and there was a run to Home Depot. So, really, it's a great old holiday
Run
special.
to Home Depot.
I did not remember hearing about the run to Home Depot.
Well, Robo Depot.
Robo Depot.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Nerd Depot.
Nerd Depot. Nerd Depot I heard about.
Yeah, so that is online. You can go check that out. It is on our Twitter, which is rin_in_RPG. And you can follow me at I go under the doy. I don't know if we have Dungeon Academy this week, so if we do, I'm not gonna be there. You should still go watch it because the girls are amazing and I love them a lot.
Where can we watch that, might I ask?
On Power Score RPG at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time on Sundays. It's super fun, and it's a bunch of newbies going around the multiverse of Dungeons and Dragons. And right now we're in Eberron, so it's a good old time.
Speaking of Sundays, Kevin.
Yeah.
I think we're doing
Yeah.
Dragon Heist. Got to get with everyone in the group, but at least
Yeah,
most of us are,
I'm in.
except for maybe one person. We got to get with Alexis.
We gotta ask Alexis. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
is all the players.
Yeah. Remind me what the fuck we were doing in that.
We'll discuss it post stream.
Yeah.
We're eating
Yeah.
beans.
I know we were like furthering the plot.
But this.
Oh my
Exactly.
god.
Oh, that was a cute little bark. This will be our last Retroverse session of the year. Whoa, 2018. It's hard to believe the Retroverse has been around for. Has it been a year now? It's been more than a year now.
Give or take. I think it was like February or something when we first started. Hang on, I can find it relatively easily.
It's nuts. And we, as you guys might have noticed with the little bit of foreshadowing I did, we'll be dipping in a little bit to some of Mage Hand Press's Dark Matter campaign material, which deals with spaceships and mega hit points and mega damage.
Yes.
I don't even know how to handle this. This is going to be great.
And spellcasters like Hertz can cast a spell through the ship itself to do mega damage, you know?
Ah, yes. That's some Spelljammer shit, and I'm into that.
Yeah. Going a little more on the tech side than the magic side first.
For what it's worth, the very first episode when it got put up on YouTube was April 29th.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We're getting there, though.
We should be still back on schedule next week, so you can see us again next year. On next Friday, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, Zom, for joining us.
Thank you.
Yes, you were a lot of fun.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
I'm so happy you didn't blow up on the moon.
Yeah.
I was so scared.
Me too.
Yeah. That would have been boring for you.
I'm not very sad for my character.
Yeah.
In other news, I fucking knew I was right to turn to you and be like, what the fuck did you do?
I did nothing.
And we'll keep that. Okay. Bye. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.